So recently on the Have You Asked Your Dad podcast with myself and Sean Lewitz, we asked the question, what are you proud of as a parent? Like, what parenting moment makes you feel proud of yourself? In fact, we did it as a live video, and you can watch it or listen to it using the links in the text below. What I found really interesting about that conversation, though, was just how hard it was for both Sean and myself and everyone watching to really come up with moments from the entire parenting experience that they were proud of, where they felt they had pushed through, where they felt they had achieved something big, where they had felt that they had done some good stuff as a parent. And that shocks me because a lot of the people who were watching, and Shono, and even myself, I know are good parents. I know these are people who do the hard yards, who are there, they're present, they're thinking about being a good parent, they're working out all of these ways that they could be a good parent. And the fact that they weren't able to really come up with a lot of things, I found interesting. And I think there's a reason why. Now, in most kinds of businesses, the least fun thing to do is reporting, where at the end of every quarter or every fiscal year, you work out all the things you've done, all the things you've spent, and you report back to your superiors about the kind of work that you've done. Now, obviously, you want to look good to your boss and to your boss's boss, so you put in all the good things that you've done. So you look back over the last 3 months or the last year or whatever, and you pick out all of the good campaigns you've worked on, the good projects you've done, the highlights of the work that you've done, because you want to make sure that they think, hey, we need to make sure that this person stays employed, right? Now, even though I'm not a huge fan of reporting, it is important to do because that can inspire you to keep going and keep doing more of the good work and less of the bad work. That's the theory of that kind of thing. Now, what I'm proposing is that we should get into the habit of doing that for parenting. Now, should you do a whole like SWOT analysis of your home life? That depends on you. I'm not that way inclined, but I do think it is good just to take some time to reflect on what your last period of parenting was like. Because life is busy, right? And there's a hustle and bustle, and you're constantly going and you're moving on, and before you realize it, your kids are 5 years older or 10 years older, or now they're adults and they've moved out, and you haven't had a chance to adapt and improve and encourage yourself because you haven't had a chance to sit and take a breath. Now, I'm not sure when the best time to do that would be. Like, should it be Father's Day and Mother's Day, or should it be on your child's birthday and your child's half birthday, where you sit back and take a look? Or should there just be a day around the world where all the parents down tools for half a day and the kids just have to like survive by themselves, like Lord of the Flies, for half a day while the parents lock themselves in a room and think about the last year? That's probably not the best idea, but you see where I'm going with this. And look, if you're like me, you might take a lot of that time to think about all the ways you kind of sucked as a parent, like where you failed. And I don't think you need to do that because the world is very good at making sure you feel like a sucky parent. What the world's not very good at is looking at you and going, you're doing a great job, keep it up. So you do need to do that for yourself. So here's the challenge. This is what I want you to do. I want you, after watching this video, to take 5 to 10 minutes and just think about one or two things from the last year of parenting that you can look back and go, this thing happened and I'm proud of the way I responded, or I was able to do this for my kids, or whatever it is. Think about it and put it in the comments. I would love to see a bunch of parents just highlighting things that they are proud of for what they have done as a parent of the last year. And by the way, what you're proud of is entirely dependent on you. Because this is what we discovered in doing that live video a few weeks ago with Have You Asked Your Dad? For some people, just keeping your children fed and alive is a behemoth of a task. So if you're someone like that who's like, hey, just managing to keep my children alive and healthy was a very difficult thing to do, and I did that, you should be proud of that. For other people, it's sending their kids to the kind of school that they could never go to. For some people, it's managing to stay calm in a very difficult situation or not losing your cool with your kids. It's totally dependent on you. You did something hard as a parent over the last year. I want you to think about that moment and then put it in the comments. I can't wait to read what you have to say. Thank you so much for watching. See you soon. Afro Daddy out.